Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great morning. And if you aren't, no need to worry because your girl has got you covered. So at the top of the show, Nadine and I tease that we have a flat out fantastic guest. And guess what, my brothers and sisters? He is here live in the studio. He is a recording artist. He is a writer. He is an incredible rapper, a conscious rapper at that. And I am so excited to chat with him. And he's going to be performing two of his hit original songs. So without further ado, y'all show your love for the one and only MARR2REAL.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you. That was a good introduction.
Oh, yes. Good morning and welcome to the AM show. How are you?
Good, thank you. That was a very good introduction.
Oh, okay.
I love the welcoming.
Good. We want you to feel welcome. We want you to feel that warm embrace. That just makes the experience even better. So many people have the talent, but they're not nice. But we believe that both can work in tandem. So we're so happy that you're joining us this morning. Now, MARR2REAL, I'm excited to meet you. This is the first time that you and I are meeting. I know that we've been chatting virtually, and it certainly has been a pleasure. And now I get to see the magic and real life in the flesh. Now, I love that you are a conscious rapper. And I have several questions in regards to that, but I want you to take us back to the genesis, right? The beginning, the foundation. Tell me a little bit about your upbringing and when did you realize you had a passion for music?
Yeah, I think it started off with from the beginning. I was doing like little recordings in my middle school days. So it's kind of like 8th grade, 7th grade right there, right? And that was like an experience. I was like, oh, okay, cool, I can say bars then and there. And then high school came in, I was playing basketball, so I was taking that serious. But then one of my teammates, he came in and we just built a bond very, very tight. And you know, he had girl problems.
Okay.
so doing that, during that situation, he came back and he was like, you know what? I made a song, man. Let's go to the studio. It's like, oh, all right. Let's go to the studio. So, I mean, I had a song. I had like made up a beat just for the time being. And we went to the studio. And when I went in the studio, it was kind of like this like zoned out space where you could just like all your ideas and all your creativity could just float. And that's how it felt for me.
Yeah.
Right? It just felt very, you know, dark and dim, but just a good vibe.
Yeah. Now, I love that. Wait, hold on. So I love the premise around this story. So it wasn't, when you discovered you had a passion for music, this wasn't anything planned, from what I'm hearing. It's not anything planned out.
It wasn't planned out.
Right, or anything intentional. You were really just kicking it with your homeboy. And you realized that in kicking it, you were able to make the beat. He slapped his vocals on the beat. And this was a positive outlet for you. I love that. Did you listen to any rappers growing up? And if so, how did they influence your writing ability today?
So the number one rapper,
Tupac.
Eminem.
Okay, Eminem. I love it. Okay, so I know you don't know this, but you're gonna know now. Eminem is one of my husbands. I don't care what you say.
Okay.
I don't care which. I don't need you to agree with me. Eminem is one of my husbands,
All right.
Mr. Slim Shady. I spoke to him this morning. Yes, I did. All right, go ahead. Tell me how my husband influenced you.
Okay. All right. You can get that. Well, growing up, I felt like I was just listening to music, as in like just listening to music, right? I remember like dancing music, like Chicken Noodle Soup and Dougie, like those are the stuff that, you know, kids were just dancing to, and it was energy. Yeah, let it out.
Let it rain. Let's get it. Oh, of course we know.
All of that.
Oh,
and that was just kind of like what was there. But then when I just got on the web myself, right, I was just I think it was Real Slim Shady, right? That was a very interesting, that was a very interesting music video. And when I seen that, it was like so creative, and I was like just caught.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he sparked it. I love that. I love when we can grab creativity from other artists, because I always think that it's so important for us to be ourselves. Nobody else can be MARR2REAL. They're not gonna beat you at being you. You understand what I'm saying? No, really, that's the truth. You ain't gonna beat me at being Judea, because you're not her. You're who you are, and I
Exactly.
want you to be who you are.
Exactly.
But I also love when we can really glean inspiration from each other. Like, okay, I could take a little bit of what you did and slap my flair on it and make it my own. So I love that. Now, I love your name, MARR2REAL. You gotta tell me the origin of that, because I know folks have, of course, their government name, and then they got like Lil Pooter from the block, or the baby. Now, we know your birth certificate. It does not say the baby on there. It does not say it. So how did your name get to where it's at today? Who gave you that name?
So I gave myself the name.
Okay.
Right. I thought it was very unique in the way that my full name, right, is Shamar.
Yeah.
So I took the Mar part, added another R, right, and the 2REAL came in when I was just having very, I feel like, intellectual conversations with people. During that COVID time, it was very like more of like talking about mental health and where people state in mind is at, right? So I got like, oh, let's have a real talk. Oh, we just had a very real conversation, right? And I like that, and that's part of like why I make the music, right? Because there's a message behind it, and that 2REAL just fit very nice with it.
Yeah.
It fit very nice with me, and I just like MARR2REAL.
No, I love it. It rolls right off the tongue. It's great for marketing and PR. It really is, because it sounds good, and it looks good aesthetically on merch, on CDs, on EPs. That matters. People don't know.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, man. If you're not in the entertainment industry, you don't realize that matters. Listen, all of that matters. The color, the look, the name, all of that matters. Now, you've deemed yourself as a conscious rapper, and I love that, because I feel like a lot of people have lost their common sense today. I feel like a lot of people are not conscious rappers, people, mothers, parents, etc. So what do you mean when you say I am a conscious rapper? What do you mean by that, and how important is it to be a conscious rapper, especially today in 2024?
Yeah, so conscious rap for me, it was for me to understand that music had a message and it has an outlet, right? Whatever you say, it's going to impact, right? And if you do it very well, it's going to impact the world, right? So when I kind of realized what you said, there's a lot of those crazy, unconscious, you would say, music out there, and I seen what it did to my community, rather with people demeanors and how they act, and people just on YouTube and on Instagram just putting up their phones to just whatever goes, what I'm saying, all the recklessness that goes on. I felt like conscious rap for me was just bringing the awareness within the communities, the problems being done, the impact, right, being done, not necessarily what has caused it, because anything can cause situations. Like, you can assume that something would cause something to happen, but you look at the effect, and that's what people look at the most, the impact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wait a minute. I love that. Let's peel that apple a little further, because this is the meat, right? Of course, we got the bread, but the meat is the real part of the sandwich. This is the meat of the work that you do, of the lyrics that you write, of the performances that you execute. Now, you talked about you being a witness to how R&B and rap music today has deteriorated your community. In what ways has music negatively impacted your community?
I feel like within music videos, which is just trends and people just hit numbers on YouTube, certain styles and certain ways of, so the big one is the ski masks, right? That I've seen specifically, right? And it was kind of like, okay, we had that COVID turn where we had masks on, and then people started wearing ski masks, right? And then after the pandemic, people started wearing ski masks still. And I was like, okay, this is kind of new, right? Gives off a little bit of just a different type of feel to just walking out in the world, right? how people act towards people with ski masks is it's like, okay, you have a ski mask, you're hiding your face. Cool. Right? And then people started to act out during that time with the ski masks. So I seen that happen.
Would you say that R&B music and hip hop, right? Many songs and many modern day artists, would you say that those lyrics really enable men and women to use drugs at a young age, to compare themselves on social media, to inflict violence upon even themselves and on each other? Would you say that the music really affects their self-esteem and the way we interact with each other? We kind of don't. Without connectivity, we collapse, but everybody's on their phone. So in what ways in that regard has music negatively impacted the community?
So you think, that's like generations.
Yeah.
That's something that I actually like just think out throughout like what I'm getting myself into, right? The conscious rap it's been there. It's been like in the genre, but you hear the talk about, oh, it's just in that boat. It stays in that boat, right? And what you just said is just like the drug use, also objectifying women.
Yeah.
And
good point.
With all that being in place, it's stuff that's been done before me. What's the big names? In Eminem generation, right? And you're kind of like normalized to it, right? And you put those substance within hip hop, right? And that's where my awareness comes in, and I say, hey, let's be aware of this, because we want to talk about, glorifying the best things about hip hop. Yeah, hip hop I love it because it's like urban culture. It's the way we stand out. You know what I'm saying? And I want it to be in the healthiest way possible.
In the healthiest way possible. That's so true. I love that you mentioned objectifying women, and I love that you keep mentioning this term awareness, right? Like, hey, certain things are not okay. Hey, we're gonna grow up and have children. Maybe not talk to women like that. Maybe respect men. Hey, maybe let's really come into the realization that we need each other. So let's stop putting each other down. I love that. So as an artist, with all that being said, as an artist, what is your creative process like?
Okay. So this is actually funny because it's very easy, and it's very like what I call it, like just the creative process. I feel laid back and I vibe out to it. When it's easy, something's on my mind, right? Something I want to get it off my chest. It's probably something that happened at work, or I spoke to my mom or my dad about a certain situation, and we had a little argument there and there. I'm like, nah, this is the way I feel it should be. You know what I mean? And the laid back and the moody times are kind of like when you just hear that instrument. You hear the beat. When
the melody meets the circumstance, right? Would you say that? Yeah, I get that.
And I can't explain it. It's kind of just like how your heart is beating to a tune. That's how I kind of explain it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think that's how some of the greatest songs are created. Some of the greatest songs, from Neo to Celine Dion to Oh Yeah Honey, to Beyonce, to 50 Cent, to Common, to all of these legendary rappers, to Biggie, to Tupac. It's because to Jay-Z, we take our circumstance and we put our circumstance, even if we aren't out of it as of yet. Maybe we in the hood and we trying to get up on out of here. Even if we aren't out of it, we take our circumstance and we match it to melodies, and that's how we create this strong narrative that gives us the opportunity to express while simultaneously enriching other people. So I feel you. So many people have that creative process, and I love that. So I am so excited because you, MARR2REAL, are going to be performing 2 of your original, I call them hits. I sure do. It's important important to manifest that thing. 2 original hit songs. You have Rock and Roll for us, and you have In the Zone. Y'all have to grab a snack and come right back, because I promise you, you do not want to miss this glorious goodness that's getting ready to go down on the AM show this morning. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but we will be right back with MARR2REAL on the microphone. It's London on the track.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. We will be right back, everybody. Keep it locked. It's the AM show. Oh yeah, y'all. Soak up this talent that graces your TV screens this morning. This is our special guest. Welcome back to the show, the one, the only MARR2REAL. Now, as you guys can see, MARR2REAL and myself, we are standing because he is getting ready to bless us, y'all, with not 1 but 2 of his hit original songs. All right, y'all, infuse that enthusiasm. Stand to your feet, because the vibes are gonna be vibing and emphasizing, y'all. Give it up for MARR2REAL as he performs his first single, Rock and Roll, baby.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah. Look. Tryna gotta be real all the time. Scared of fight yourself, you know they killing their mind, they killing their grind. You wasting your time, committing all of these crimes. The world is sickening. Everything loud, but they ain't listening. Forget it sometime, hit her one at a time. I see it in darker ways, they always wanna sleepy like hollow. Yeah, my mind stay wide awake, so I'm motivating people sleeping to follow. They be hating like they popping no bottles, the problems, the problems. Look, they be hating like they popping no bottles, the problems, the problems. Like focus on yourself, focus on your wit, cut them, focus on your shoe. Fake friend, lead them in the break. Do your plan, time to flip the script. They gon' talk about you, but you know you lit. Yeah, the phone's off, so you know you miss. Yeah, the phone's off, so you know you missing calls. So you know it's time to rock and roll, rock and roll it. And they loving the style, we flipping the vibes, they're ready to ball like magic. Rock and roll, rock and roll it. And they loving the style, we flipping the vibes, they're ready to ball like magic. Rock and roll, rock and roll it. And they loving the style, we flipping the vibes, they're ready to ball like magic. Rock and roll, rock and roll it. And they loving the style, we flipping the vibes, they're ready to ball like magic. Hold on, let's show it. Shorty, and she know it, I'm really a go-getter. Humbleness making more dreams. 3 years I've been trying to do better. 3 years I've been trying to do better. I ain't here for the money and violence. Cause they only assignments I do not follow. We sleeping hollow. Like what? Like what? Yeah. You ain't listening? Yeah, I'm sick of the times that we living in. Why you caught up in the past? Like why you caught up in the past? Like why you caught up in the past? Like what? Like what? Rock and roll, rock and roll it. And they loving the style, we flipping the vibes, they ready to ball like magic. Rock and roll, rock and roll it. And they loving the style, we flipping the vibes, they ready to ball like magic. Rock and roll, rock and roll it. And they loving the style, we flipping the vibes, they ready to ball like magic. Rock and roll, rock and roll it. And they loving the style, we flipping the vibes, they ready to ball like magic. Yeah, ready to ball like magic. And roll, rock, yeah, dance to it.
I said it. It is? Okay, show me.
So it's like, so it's rock,
Rock. Okay.
and roll.
And roll. Oh, I like it. Hold on. Let me put it together. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Magic. What? I like it.
Yeah.
We're going on the road. I don't care what you say. All right, y'all. Would you show your love as MARR2REAL hits us with his second smash hit, In the Zone? I'm a rock and roll over here.
Look, I salute you. I'm like, whoa, too many people sitting in my zone. I cannot contain all the things that I know. Got me switch-siding on the things that I know now. I hold now, I be saying when I'm in the zone. Cannot change who I am, cause I switch the move. There's some shorties that be hating, but I love you too. There's some shorties that be hating, but I love you too. Look, Look, let's keep it real, man. If you ain't working day to night, then the sun gon' creep the night. So it still hit you. Stay aware, know yourself, keep improving on your wealth. So what matters really helping for the bigger picture. And all my kings gotta hold it down. If you ain't focused on your dreams and your purpose, not gon' hold your crown. I've been true to who I am on my darker days, trying to numb the feelings so I look to see another way. I'm indecisive, it's so hard to put a smile on my face. When you biting down, hoarding your demons, giving reasons for the worst. It's a blessing and a curse. When you finally get to talk about that score that really hurt. So to stop and really listen, say yes and I'm spitting, I'm reeling. When they kicking oppositions, I'm focused, I'm driven. Putting fast tags on fat checks, I do the math and figure. If I'm really gone, then my purpose is that bigger. I know you lonely, but your happiness prevails. It's a season grind, but nobody got it fair here. Look, ain't nobody got it fair here. Fair here, fair here. I'm like, too many people sitting in my zone. I cannot contain all the things that I know. Got me switch-siding on the things that I hold down. I know now, got me saying when I'm in the loop. Can I change who I am, so I switch the move. Know some shorties that be hating, but I love you too. Know some shorties that be hating, but I love you too. But I love you too. Look. Yeah. AM show right there, I love you too.
Yes, I love it. Okay, I think I got it.
All right.
I'm like, whoa, you got me in my zone.
Yeah, too many. Okay.
Too many, too many, That's all I know. I don't care. That's enough.
All right. There's a lyric
That's
video
enough.
coming
I
up
could
with
do
that.
background. I don't care what y'all say. I could do background. You know who you sort of resemble? Your sound. I love it. It's Christian Dior. I'm up in North Store. Woo! I love it though.
Okay.
I love it. I love the deepness and the baritone in your voice. God, let's give it up, y'all. Let's clap. That's how we clap. Yeah. Let's show our love for MARR2REAL. Now, MARR2REAL, you gotta look us in the eye, right? And tell our brothers and our sisters where they can find you on social media and what passion projects you got coming up. Where can we see you live, my friend?
So I'm on all platforms, right? But I'm mostly focused on IG, Instagram, MARR2REAL Music. That's MARR2, Real, REAL Music. All right. I have a music video coming up for a new project. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna come soon. Let's say before the end of the year. So expect it in December.
I love it. You listen, you are doing incredible things. And I don't know about you, if you need a tour manager, no, I'm coming because I could dance. I could dance and I could rap. I don't care what they say. No matter what people say, we got it going on. That's all I know. All right, y'all, we gonna go to a quick commercial break, but make sure y'all follow our boy MARR2REAL on all social media platforms so you can keep up with this magic and this gold. We're gonna head on over to a quick commercial break, but don't y'all go anywhere. We want your face to be in the place because we have so much more of the AM show when we return. Now show me that blue dance. You said rock and roll. I did it. I don't care what y'all say. I did it.